It's time to leave Quartzsite, time to head on to Joshua Tree.
When we told some of our friends we were coming here, they kind of looked at us with disgust, like, why would you ever go to Quartzsite? Granted, these people usually spend their time in state parks, and state parks are a lot more beautiful with a lot more stuff to do. But we kind of came here expecting it to be kind of gross. Boy, were we surprised. We like it here. I can't imagine us ever driving past here without staying the night, just because it's so convenient. Get up to the road, pull off, have a campfire, camp. Don't need to check in with anybody, depending on where you are. No dog restrictions. It's super clean. Anyway, we've really enjoyed it. It reminds me of how we used to camp in Utah before we got the Airstream. How we just find a piece of BLM land, go out there, pitch a tent. No one was out there, no one really bothered us. And it's good to see that still alive in certain parts of America. We are at the infamous RV pit stop in Quartzsite. They've got everything here, and it's really convenient. They've got propane, fresh water, filtered drinking water if we want to fill our pitcher up with water. They've even got RV spots. You could stay here. And they've got someone staying in a really cool van over here. Check this thing out. Love it. Maybe that's how we should paint Fred. Tom's a viewer, and he just caught us and said hi. It's so nice to meet you in person. So nice having this all right here. I'm such a nerd getting excited about being at a dump station. Just because I've done so much research and heard about this place, it's fun to finally see it in person.
No ugly donkey dogs with chopped off feet. Last thing is just to top off the drinking water. I don't know if you could hear that, but that guy whistles awesome. He's whistling Waltz and Matilda.
That was amazing.
You are on the fastest route. You should reach your destination by 1:10 p.m. Welcome to California.
We just entered California and it already feels different. I don't know what it is, if it's the signage or just the way the towns and cities are, but it definitely feels like California already.
I think it's the vegetation. All of a sudden there's a whole bunch of lawns and palm trees, and it's a more suburban feel, and no more cactus. Check it out, it's a palm tree farm. I've never seen one of those before.
Continue on California 177 north for 27 miles.
We're on a great stretch of road in the middle of nowhere. Perfect time for Teresa to get some hours under her belt towing.
Yay! I need it though, so I'm not fighting it.
It's not too bad on these long stretches. It's a good way to get a feel for what's behind you. What's tricky is when you're in town or in a gas station or navigating a place you don't know, and it's the turns that you have to take a little bit wider and learning how to brake the right way. But it's not too bad. People have been towing for a very long time, and it just takes practice. She is doing really well. Her first turn.
Continue on California 62 west for 66 miles.
Wow, look at that road. How stressed on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm a little bit stressed, maybe a 4 or 5 because we're going downhill.
What's the most stressful part?
Worrying about keeping the trailer in control because it's so big, like I know it could start pushing me when we're going down.
It's hard to remember that it's winter. It's February and it's winter in most parts of the world. But there's snow on top of the mountains way out there. We are now in 29 Palms, California, about 20 minutes outside the town of Joshua Tree. There's 30,000 people that live here.
I snapped another hair elastic. That makes the second one for today. I think it's so dry here in the desert, the rubber elastics just snap like crazy.
Speaking of crazy, the people here are not very trailer aware. We pulled into a gas station and people were just swarming in and out of us while we were trying to back up. They were very not aware of what it's like to drive a trailer. So we passed that gas station, Dress and I swapped driving seats, and now we're gonna go find a little bit less hectic gas station.
Stopping by the Joshua Tree Farmers Market. I caught them just as they were finishing up, but I got some avocados, I got some greens, and that will be yummy.
We're headed out to our boondocking spot, and as you can see, it's several miles on a washboard road. So this is a lake bed, but it's not totally dry. I think the water table is just really high. We're gonna go to higher ground over here, where there's less likely of a chance to sink in the soup that is this lake.
Without a lift on Sparky and the 4x4 that we've got in the van, there's no way we would be able to get to places like this.
I gotta get out of here.
I know.
It's a shame people treat BLM land like this. Like, it's our land. This is one of the few last free campsites we can play at and places you can go dirt biking at. Let's take care of it, not leave junk out there. Take a look at the Airstream. We hit the middle of the lake bed and we had to keep our momentum up or we would have got stuck out there. And it just flinged mud everywhere.
Poor Sparky.
There are several downsides to going off-roading with your Airstream. Like this. Could be a lot worse. That came open, our tortillas and flour, but our flour didn't break. This stuff was already on the ground. We put it on the ground so it wouldn't fall around. Shower door swung open. What a miracle that didn't break. All our shower stuff. Salt all over.
It's a mess, but it
could be
so
a lot
much
worse. At least the cabinets are still hanging on the Airstream. We feel like we got a pretty good spot. It's super soft sand here. Like super soft. If it rains, we are in trouble. This whole thing's gonna sink and we're not gonna get it out with the van. But there's no rain in the forecast. And we found the most gravelly spot we could. The longer I'm here, the more I like it. That lake bed was like soup in a couple 100-foot sections. I think we flinged mud onto the solar panels. We're gonna have to check that and wash them off. Yes, mud flaps would help a lot. But if I put mud flaps here, they're not gonna help a whole lot, and it's hard to fit mud flaps in there. A lot of it's due to the fact that, man, that is clay, that the tires are so close to sticking out and they're just gonna fling from here anyway. So it could have been a lot worse. Nothing a car wash and some elbow grease can't fix. But hey, we're here to have an adventure. We hauled this thing all the way across that lake bed where those motorcycles are, up into those hills, and then back across all around there. We went all over this place. So here's our tip if you're coming to this boondocking spot. Stay by the solar farm. That's where all the gravel is and it's pretty close to the roads. Not bad for a free spot in California though.